Hey Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Monday, April 3rd, and I'm your trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and sponsors every week, there's something for everyone. This week, we're partnering with BoomLand Games for an entire week of video game trivia. BoomLand is the leading blockchain game developer and publisher of casual and mid-core games, providing mass adoption of high-quality Web3 projects to traditional gamers. Their mission is to create a seamless entry to the Web3 world for billions of gamers. They publish fun Web3 games with a proven track record that not only interests people in earning mechanics, but entertaining gameplay first. Their first game, Hunters on Chain, is an adaptation of the successful action RPG Hunt Royale, with over 6 million downloads and an active community of players. This week, we're giving away BoomLand On-Chain Hunter NFTs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. So let's get the day started with question number 1. What is the name of the main antagonist in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim game? Is it A, Alduin, B, Harkon, C, Miraak, or D, Mercer Frey? In the game's lore, he is a powerful dragon who is prophesied to destroy the world, and it is up to the player character, the Dragonborn, to stop him. In Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, our answer, A, Alduin is more than just a simple villain. He is a force of nature, an agent of destruction with immense power and an insatiable hunger. As a dragon, Alduin was one of the most feared characters in the game's world, and his mere presence is enough to strike terror into the hearts of the people of Skyrim. Now on to question number 2. What is the name of the first video game to feature a playable female character? Is it A, Metroid, B, Street Fighter II, C, Baraduke, or D, Miss Pac-Man? Metroid's Samus Aran's gender may have shocked gamers in 1986. It was assumed that the character was male, then revealed that she was in fact female. But the first human female as a playable video game character was actually Tobi Kissy Masuyo of Namco's Baraduke. The arcade shooter is reported to have the first released game in 1985 and be a giant bomb just a few months ahead of Taito Onoshirashran's Typhoon Gal, which featured the first playable female character in a fighting game. Now moving on to question number 3. Question number 3, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos. Jarritos is the official beverage of Freckle Trivia. Drinking tamarind today. Salud.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Oh. Super good, super good, super good. Oh. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos!
Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. What is the name of the dimension in Minecraft that can only be accessed by building an obsidian portal? Is it A, the overworld, B, the end, C, the nether, or D, the aether? It was intended to be a hellish underworld with unique terrain features, mobs, and items. Our answer, C, the Nether, was originally added to Minecraft in the Halloween update Beta 1.9 on October 31st, 2011. Over the years, the Nether has received several updates, including new biomes, blocks, and structures, making it a popular destination for players looking for rare resources and challenging gameplay. It's amazing that this game has been out since 2011, and I still personally have never played it. On to question number 4. What is the name of the first video game to be played in outer space? Is it A, StarCraft, B, Asteroids, C, Tetris, or D, Space Invaders? In 1993, Russian cosmonaut Alexander A. Serberov brought a Game Boy with him on board the Soyuz TM-17 spacecraft to the Mir space station. He played C. Tetris during his leisure time on the mission, making it the first video game to be played in space. The Game Boy's compact size and long battery life made it a popular choice for many astronauts and cosmonauts, and it has since become a symbol of gaming innovation and technology. Now, on to question number 5. What video game franchise has racked up over $1 billion in lawsuits? Is it A, Grand Theft Auto, B, Call of Duty, C, Madden NFL, or D, Fortnite? The video game franchise that has racked up over $1 billion in lawsuits is none other than the legendary game franchise A, Grand Theft Auto. While Grand Theft Auto has been an incredibly successful franchise, it has also been a very controversial one, with its open-world, free-for gameplay style and mature content drawing scrutiny from lawmakers, activists, and watchdog groups. One of the most notable lawsuits filed against the franchise by the band The Black Keys, who claimed that Grand Theft Auto 5 used one of their songs without permission. The case was eventually settled for an undisclosed sum, part of that $1 billion. And that concludes today's round of video game trivia. I've been your host, Ian Finer, and thank you so much for playing, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, BoomLand. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another round of video game trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Tuesday, April 4th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and sponsors, every week there's something for everyone. This week, we're partnering up with BoomLand Games for an entire week of video game trivia. BoomLand is the leading blockchain developer and publisher of casual and mid-core games, providing mass adoption of high-quality Web3 projects to traditional gamers. Their mission is to create a seamless entry to the Web3 world for billions of gamers. They publish fun Web3 games with a proven track record that can interest people not only in earning mechanics, but entertaining, gameplay-first games. Their first game, Hunters on Chain, is an adaptation of the successful action RPG Hunt Royale with over 6 million downloads and an active community of players. This week, we're giving away BoomLand NFTs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. So let's jump in with question number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog must collect what items in order to stay alive? Is it A, mushrooms, B, coins, C, stars, or D, rings? The idea for the rings came about because the developer, Yuji Naka, wanted to create a reward system for the player's actions that would also serve a gameplay purpose. Our answer, D. The rings not only give Sonic extra life if he collects 100 of them, but they also protect him from enemies and hazards. Additionally, in the early stages of development, the rings were going to be coins, but Naka changed them to rings because he felt that they fit better with Sonic's fast-paced and acrobatic movements. Now, question 2, what is the studio behind the game, The World of Warcraft? Is it A, Naughty Dog, B, Blizzard Entertainment, C, Ubisoft, or D, Rockstar Games? The development of World of Warcraft began in 1999, and the game wasn't released until 2004 to a critical and commercial success. The studio behind Warcraft is B, Blizzard Entertainment, which was also founded in 1991 and is known for creating other popular game franchises like Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch. The game has since become one of the most popular and influential massively multiplayer online role-playing games of all time, with over 100 million accounts created and multiple expansions released. Now on to question number 3. This question sponsored by our friends at FigPin. Check out this video from FigPin. Thanks, FigPin. Now on to question number 3. What United States president was asked and declined to voice the in-game president character in Fallout 3? Is it A, George W. Bush, B, Bill Clinton, C, Barack Obama, or D, Donald Trump? In Fallout 3, the character of the President of the United States, John Henry Eden, is voiced by actor Malcolm McDowell. However, according to Bethesda Softworks, the game developer, they originally approached the former United States President, B, Bill Clinton, to voice the character. Clinton was reportedly intrigued by the offer, but ultimately declined, citing concerns that his involvement could create a conflict of interest if he were to speak about politics in the future. Despite Clinton's refusal, Bethesda was still able to create a convincing and memorable portrayal of the character with McDowell's legendary voice acting. Now, on to question number 4. In which country was the game Tetris developed? Is it A, the United States, B, Japan, C, the Soviet Union, or D, Germany? Pajitnov, a computer engineer, developed the game while working at a computing center of the Academy of Science in Moscow. The game quickly gained popularity and was eventually licensed and published by various game companies in different countries, leading to its worldwide success. Interestingly, the original version of Tetris was programmed for Electronica 60, a computer built in C, the Soviet Union, and was not intended for commercial release. However, the game's addictive gameplay and simple design proved to be a winning formula, and it remains a beloved classic to this day. And now, for the final question of the day, what color is the standard A button on an N64 controller? Is it A, blue, B, red, C, green, or D, yellow? Well, the choice of color for the B button on the N64 controller was not random. Nintendo conducted research and found that people associated the color blue with calmness and peace, and they wanted to make sure that the button players would be pressing the most, the B button, was a more vibrant color. Our answer, C, green. This way players would subconsciously associate the green B button with positive go-forward actions. And that concludes today's round of video game trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, BoomLand. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another round of video game trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey, Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Wednesday, April 5th, and I'm your trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 everyday questions to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and sponsors rotating every week, there is something for everyone. This week, we're partnering with BoomLand Games for an entire week of video game trivia. BoomLand is the leading blockchain game developer and publisher of casual and mid-core games, providing mass adoption of high-quality Web3 projects to traditional gamers. Their mission? To create a seamless entry to the world of Web3 for billions of gamers. And they publish fun Web3 games with a proven track record that can interest people not only in earning mechanics, but entertaining gameplay first. Their first on-chain game, Hunters On-Chain, is an adaptation of the successful action RPG Hunt Royale, with over 6 million downloads and an active community of players. This week, we're giving away BoomLand NFTs, laser engravings, Jarritos, soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. So let's get today started with question number 1. What was the first video game to feature a battery backup to save progress? Is it A, Super Mario Bros., B, The Legend of Zelda, C, Metroid, or D, Donkey Kong Country? This was a major innovation in game design at the time, as it allowed players to save their progress and continue where they left off without having to start over from the beginning every time they played. The battery backup system would go on to become a standard feature in the future of many video games. The battery backup system In B, The Legend of Zelda was actually a last-minute addition to the game, as the development team was originally planning to use a password system to allow players to resume their progress. However, during playtesting, it was discovered that players found the password system to be confusing and difficult to use, so the team decided to implement a battery backup system instead. Now, on to question number 2. What is the name of the video game that takes place in the underwater city of Colombia? Is it A, BioShock, B, Dead Space, C, Mass Effect, or D, Half-Life? The city is a marvel of engineering, featuring advanced technology and stunning architecture, but it's also a place of great danger. The city is populated by a variety of hostile factions, including the ruling class of founders, who are fiercely opposed to any form of change or dissent. The city is also home to a group of rebels called the Vox Populi, who are fighting for the rights of the underprivileged and obsessed. The video game that takes place in the underwater city of Colombia is called A, BioShock Infinite. The game was developed by Irrational Games and released in 2013 for multiple platforms, including the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. It's also one of the most memorable games I've ever played. Now, on to question number 3, of course, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos, the official beverage of Freckle Trivia. Salud.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Super good, super good, super good. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos!
Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. Which Call of Duty game features the characters Soap McTavish and Captain Price? Is it A, Call of Duty 2? B, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, C, Call of Duty Black Ops, or D, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? The game's single-player campaign follows a fictional conflict in the Middle East, where players take on the roles of several characters, including Sergeant John, Soap McTavish, and Captain Price of the British SAS. Our answer, B, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, was a critical and commercial success, and it was praised for its innovative gameplay mechanics and immersive story. It has won numerous awards and has been listed as one of the greatest video games of all time by several publications. I, for one, will never forget the one map with the dog and the snipers. Man, what an incredible game. Moving on to question number 4. What is the name of the AI companion that accompanies the main protagonist in the Halo series? Is it A, Cortana, B, Ada, C, GLaDOS, or D, Sam? The name of the AI companion in the Halo series is A, Cortana. Cortana is an artificial intelligence construct who serves as the personal assistant to the Master Chief, the main protagonist of the series. Cortana is known for her wit and intelligence and has become one of the most recognizable and iconic characters in the Halo franchise. Interestingly, Cortana is named after a character from the popular game series Halo Combat Evolved, who was voiced by Jen Taylor, the same actress who provides the voice for the AI character. And now, for the final question of the day, question number 5. In which video game series is Aloy the protagonist? Is it A, The Witcher, B, Horizon Zero Dawn, C, Assassin's Creed, or D, Tomb Raider? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a Sony PlayStation 5, so this is one game I've never gotten to play. Aloy, the protagonist of our answer, B, Horizon Zero Dawn, is voiced by actress Ashley Birch. Birch is also known for her roles in other popular video games, such as Chloe Price in Life is Strange and Tiny Tina in Borderlands 2. The game's developers went great lengths to ensure the accuracy and authenticity to the game's depictions of wildlife and environments. They even consulted with real-world experts in fields such as zoology, botany, and geology to make sure the creatures, plants, and landscapes in the game were as scientifically accurate as possible. They even visited real-life locations around the world to gather reference material for the game's immersive setting. And that concludes today's round of video game trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, BoomLand Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another round of video game trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey, Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Thursday, April 6th, and I'm your daily trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and sponsors every week, there's something for everyone. This week, we're partnering up with BoomLand Games for an entire week of video game trivia. BoomLand is the leading blockchain game developer and publisher of casual and mid-core games, providing mass adoption of high-quality Web3 projects to traditional gamers. Their mission is to create a seamless entry to the Web3 world for billions of gamers. They publish fun Web3 games with a proven track record that can interest people not only in earning mechanics, but entertaining gameplay first. Their first game, Hunters on Chain, is an adaptation of the successful action RPG Hunt Royale, with over 6 million downloads and an active community of players. This week, we're giving away BoomLand NFTs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. So, let's get it started with question number 1. Which mythology is the God of War series based on? Is it A, Greek mythology, B, Norse mythology, C, Egyptian mythology, or D, Roman mythology? The God of War series is based on A, Greek mythology. The main character, Kratos, is a Spartan warrior who battles against the gods and monsters inspired by Greek myths. The series has been praised for its immersive storytelling and epic gameplay, and has won numerous awards over the years. In addition to Greek mythology-based games, there is also a Norse-based mythology installment in the series, which has also been well received by fans and critics alike. Sadly, once again, I don't own a PlayStation, so this is one game that I sadly had to miss. Moving on to question number 2, what is the name of the most downloaded mobile game of all time? Is it A, Candy Crush Saga, B, Subway Surfers, C, Pokemon Go, or D, PUBG? It was originally released in China under the name Game for Peace, which was created to comply with strict regulations on violence and gore in video games. The game was essentially a censored version of C, PUBG Mobile, with toned-down violence and no blood or gore. Despite these changes, it quickly became the highest-grossing mobile game in China and the top-grossing mobile game globally, showing the immense popularity of the Battle Royale genre. Now on to question number 3, sponsored by our friends at FigPin. FigPin is one of our major collectible sponsors. Check out this video from FigPin. Thanks, FigPin. Now on to question number 3. Which of the following games was bundled with the Nintendo 64 console? Is it A, Super Mario 64, B, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, C, Donkey Kong, or D, Mario Kart? It was one of the first games to use a dynamic camera system that allowed players to control the perspective and explore a 3D environment. The game was A, Super Mario 64, and was bundled with the N64 console, and not only a commercial and critical success, but also credited with popularizing 3D platforming games. It also introduced many iconic characters and elements that have become staples in the Mario franchise, such as Bowser's Children, the Power Stars, and Mario's Triple Jump. Overall, Super Mario 64 has left a significant mark on the video game industry and is still considered a classic to this day. Now, moving on to question number 4, who is the creator of the Dark Souls video game series? Is it A, Yu Suzuki, B, Shigeru Miyamoto, C, Hideo Kojima, or D, Hidetaka Miyazaki? The creator of the Dark Souls series is D, Hidetaka Miyazaki. He is also the president of From Software, the developer behind the game series. Miyazaki is known for his unique and challenging approach to game design, which has earned him a dedicated fan base among gamers. In addition to the Dark Souls series, Miyazaki has also worked on other critically acclaimed titles such as Bloodborne and Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, a game that I will never beat because it's incredibly difficult. Now on to question number 5. What is the name of the land that Link explores in Zelda Breath of the Wild? Is it A, Hyrule, B, Koholint Island, C, Termina, or D, Kalatia? This name has been used as the setting for many of the games in Legend of Zelda series. Our answer, A, Hyrule is a fictional kingdom that has been featured in various forms since the original Legend of Zelda game was released in 1986. In the Breath of the Wild, the kingdom of Hyrule has been ravaged by the calamity Ganon, and players must explore the vast open world to defeat the evil forces and restore peace to the land. The game has been widely praised for its expansive world, immersive gameplay, and beautiful graphics, and a sequel is coming out very, very soon. And that concludes today's round of video game trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, BoomLand. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow for a final round of video game trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey, Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia, TGIFF. Thank God it's Freckle Fridays, April 7th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and prizes every single week, there is truly something for everyone. This week, we've been partnering with BoomLand Games for an entire week of video game trivia. And the prizes we're giving away include BoomLand NFTs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. Now, let's start at the beginning of the end. Question number 1. What is the name of the alien race that is featured prominently in the Half-Life video game series? Is it A, the Flood, B, the Zen, C, the Prometheans, or D, the Reapers? They are a collection of different alien species that were brought together and held captive by the Combine. The design of our answer, B, Zen creatures, was heavily influenced by the works of H.R. Geiger, the artist behind creature designs in the Alien movie franchise. The Zen dimension was also inspired by the dreamscapes of Salvador Dali, with the developer striving to create an otherworldly and surreal environment for players to explore. Now on to question number 2. What console was Super Mario Kart originally released on? Is it A, Nintendo Entertainment System, B, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, C, the N64, or D, the GameCube? Well, if I had some of my fondest memories with Super Mario Kart, and it was originally released on B, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the SNES, in 1992. It was developed and published by Nintendo and became one of the most popular games for the console, with its success spawning many sequels and spin-offs. The game featured iconic Mario characters racing in go-karts on various themed tracks, and it introduced many gameplay mechanics that have become staples of the racing genre. Super Mario Kart was a critical and commercial success, and its impact on video games to this day continues to be felt. And if you think you can beat my time in Rainbow Road, think again. Moving on to question number 3, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos. I'm drinking tamarind this week. Gotta love tamarind. Salute, everyone.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Super good, super good, super good. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos!
Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. Which of the following was not a faction from Pokemon Go? Is it A, Team Mystic, B, Team Instinct, C, Team Valor, or D, Team Harmony? In Pokemon Go, the three factions are Team Valor, red, Team Mystic, blue, and Team Instinct, yellow. Not our answer, D, Team Harmony. These factions have developed their own communities and become an integral part of the game's culture. Players often have strong allegiances to their chosen team, leading to friendly competition and rivalry. The faction system has also encouraged teamwork and collaboration, with players working together to capture and defend gyms for their respective teams. Overall, the factions have helped create a sense of community and camaraderie among Pokemon Go players around the world. And now, for question number 4. Which actor provides the voice for the protagonist Nathan Drake in the Uncharted video game series? Is it A, Nolan North, B, Troy Baker, C, Yuri Lowenthal, or D, Roger Craig Smith? The voice actor for Nathan Drake, the protagonist of the Uncharted video game series, is our answer, A, legendary Nolan North. North is also known for his voice work in other popular video game franchises such as Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, and Batman Arkham Asylum. He is considered one of the most prolific video game voice actors in the industry, having lent his voice to over 500 video game titles. North has also made cameo appearances in some of the Uncharted games, such as Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, where he plays a small role as a prison guard. And now, for the final question of the week. Who is the developer of the massive hit, Fortnite? Is it A, Blizzard Entertainment, B, Rockstar Games, C, Epic Games, or D, Ubisoft? Fortnite was developed by C, Epic Games, an American video game and software development company based in North Carolina. The company was founded in 1991 and has developed many popular games over the years, including the Gears of War series, my favorite, the Unreal series, and the Infinity Blade series. In addition to game development, Epic Games is also known for the Unreal Engine, a popular game engine used by many developers to create their own games. Right now, Unreal Engine 5 is about to serve as the industry standard for video game development and publishing. And that concludes today's round of video game trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, BoomLand. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow, we'll see you again next week for another round of trivia, and have a great weekend.